Are there other divine beings hiding among us? Are there divine sparks burning inside of us that we don't know about? Have you ever been told you're not actually human? No? Well, if any of those things sound familiar or interesting to you, then stick around because today we're talking about the Precursor Children. Hello, I am your Dungeon Master, and this is our official fantasy explicable video about the Precursor Children in a world called Erin. If you want more information about the setting itself, be sure to check out our first video, The World of Erin. It's got all the lore you could ever want to know about this world and more. But if you'd rather just dig into some lore right now, well, buckle up because it's about to get real mystical. Erin is a world full of magic. In fact, it might be one of the most magical worlds that we've ever created. One of the most mystical locations is near the city of Draconis, so let's head over there. To the east of the city lies an untamed wilderness, vast and wild and full of secrets. Deep within this wilderness sits a clearing, and in the center of this clearing stands a stone monolith covered in moss and vines. This is the mystical shrine. It has no roof, but in its place is a dome of perpetual moonlight. Even during the day, when the twin moons of Erin, Selene, and Liana hang high in the sky, their silvery glow streams through the canopy, creating a serene pool of light in the center of the shrine. Here, water collects, forming a pool that shimmers and ripples with otherworldly beauty. The water's surface reflects the moonlight, creating an entrancing display that draws the eye and stirs the soul. It is here that the Precursor Children come once they are old enough to be tested. Of course, when we say tested, we mean tested by druids who are trying to determine whether or not they have what it takes to become gods. Now, there is no set time frame for when these children are ready to be tested, but usually that happens when they are about 3 years old. Each child is called to the shrine at different times, summoned by a mysterious glow emanating from the pool. They come alone, though sometimes their parents accompany them, but ultimately, each child must face the assessment solo. When the child arrives at the pool, a single white lotus flower is waiting for them. If the child reaches out and touches the flower, the water reacts. It parts as if welcoming them and envelops their feet and legs. Then the pool begins to rise. The water lifts the child higher and higher until they are floating serenely on its surface. Once the child is floating on the water, the druids begin their evaluation. They observe the child's behavior, searching for signs of latent divine power. They look for moments of heightened energy, instances where the child exhibits unusual control over their emotions or surroundings. These moments are rare, often mistaken for mere whims of a child's imagination. Yet the druids are trained to perceive the subtle energies that reveal themselves in these fleeting instances. Sometimes the pools glow brighter, other times it dims. Each change is a clue, a piece of the puzzle that the druids are determined to solve. Those deemed worthy are bathed in a brilliant white light. Those without the spark fade into the moonlight. But even in fading, they are not forgotten. For the pool holds memories of every child who has stepped into its depths. Their stories linger in the water's depths, waiting for another chance, another opportunity to prove themselves. Should a child with a divine spark show a moment of hesitation or fear, the pool will dim and they will be deemed unworthy. The druids believe that true gods are fearless, unwavering in their convictions and bold in their actions. Fear, they believe, is a weakness that can be exploited and a vulnerability that can lead to a god's downfall. Children found worthy are taken away by the druids, never to be seen again. They train the children in various skills, teaching them how to harness their divine abilities and control their powers. Some children are trained in the art of swordplay, learning to wield weapons with deadly precision and grace. Others delve into the mysteries of spellcasting, mastering the arcane arts, and bending the very fabric of magic to their will. There are also those who are taught the ways of stealth and subterfuge, becoming shadows that lurk in the darkness, unseen and unheard. This training doesn't take place at the shrine, however. Instead, the druids take the children to different locations across the land, each chosen for its unique properties and potential to nurture the child's growth. Many of these places are hidden away from the prying eyes of mortals, tucked away in secluded forest clearings or along winding mountain paths. One such location is nestled in the foothills of the world's spine mountains, where ancient trees reach towards the sky and a crystal-clear stream murmurs secrets to the attentive ear. Here, the young protégés hone their skills under the watchful gaze of their mentors. The air hums with magic as they practice their newfound abilities, shaping the elements to their will and testing their mettle against one another. As they grow older, the children's abilities start to manifest in more significant ways. They begin to draw upon the very essence of the world around them, drawing strength from the roots of ancient trees, channeling the power of rushing waterfalls and harnessing the raw energy of the earth itself. It is here, far from the prying eyes of the world, that the Precursor Children truly come into their own. Not much is known about what exactly happens after this training, because many people believe that these children simply vanish into thin air. However, legends speak of a great gathering that occurs when the Precursor Children reach their full potential. At this gathering, they come together with their fellow peers, showcasing the skills they've learned and the powers they've developed. It is a testament to the druids' teachings and the potential that lies dormant within those who are touched by the divine. This gathering, however, is not just a display of power or a celebration of their growth. It is also a pivotal moment in their journey, for it is here that the Precursor Children are tasked with a crucial mission. They are sent out into the world, each to a different corner of Erin, to identify a pressing issue or a dire threat that humanity might be facing. This mission serves as a test of their compassion, their wisdom, and their strategic thinking. By identifying a significant problem, they demonstrate their understanding of the world and its inhabitants. And it is this understanding that sets them on their ultimate path. After completing this task, the Precursor Children return to the mystical shrine where a final assessment is carried out. It is at this point that they fully embrace their identities as gods, acknowledging the responsibility and the power that comes with their newfound status. With this understanding, they ascend to godhood, leaving behind the trials and tribulations of their mortal existence. As they step into their divine roles, the Precursor Children become beacons of hope and guidance for the people of Erin. They are revered as heroes, their names whispered with reverence and awe. But perhaps their greatest legacy lies in their unwavering commitment to addressing the problems they identified earlier. Using their combined powers, they work tirelessly to alleviate suffering, offering aid and comfort to those who are struggling. Their divine intervention brings about positive change, shaping the world in profound and lasting ways. The story of the Precursor Children is not just a tale of individual journeys, but a narrative of collective action. It is a testament to the power of unity, the strength that comes from working together towards a common goal. Their story inspires hope, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of light, a beacon of hope shining through the clouds. Thank you so much for watching. That was our official Fantasy Explicable video about the Precursor Children. We really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like down below, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Also forget to join our server to talk to us directly and get updates on all of our content. Until next time, goodbye.